So I should say, hi, I'm Dustin Thomas, and you say, hi, I'm
Chelsea Jean.
Chelsea Jean, and we say together, welcome to the local experiment!
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Chelsea.
What are you working on?
Just working on the next artist spotlight.
Perfect. Do you mind if I steal you for an interview real quick beforehand?
Sure, not at all.
Let's do it. We are here in the band room. I believe that's what it's called.
Yeah, we call it the band room and the drum room.
The room where the magic happens.
Yeah. This is where everyone gets recorded.
This is where everybody gets recorded. And we get to be in here. Awesome. I am wondering if you could just tell us a little bit about what North Coast Production does and what its mission is.
Sure, absolutely, yeah. North Coast Productions is an audio and video production studio. And we record everyone from, well, mostly musicians to voiceoverists. We've had people come in and record voiceover for movies. We've also done commercial production, jingle production, that sort of thing. So.
And how long has it been around? How long has it been a business?
Officially, we started in 2009, but I've been recording for much longer than that. We kind of adopted the name of North Coast Productions about 2009.
And that's what I was going to ask, is your history of like what brought you into this type of business, really, and it's part of it's art too, I would say, also.
Sure, yeah. Well, I'm a musician first and foremost, so what got me started was playing in bands and coming up with ideas, but not having maybe a great or easy way to remember the ideas that I'd come up with. So I just started recording my own music. And from there, I started collecting a whole lot of equipment. Some of the things in the studio I still have from when I was maybe 15, 16 years old when I started out recording in my dad's basement. So it's been building from there, just mainly out of necessity. And then I started recording friends and different bands in high school, and
now it's
voila. Here we are. Yeah,
it has evolved.
Yes, it sure has.
And I had the luxury and the pleasure of being a guest interview for one of the things that you guys do, which is called the Artist Spotlight.
Yeah, that was great having you on.
It was really cool. Check it out. Soft plug. But you're going to be doing one today with Dustin Thomas.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just explain that a little bit, what that piece is to what you guys do here.
Sure. So we've been doing a monthly artist spotlight on different artists for free. Our crew is all volunteers, but we have a different artist come in every month, and they'll do an interview with us, as well as in-studio live performance. So we have our sound and video crew come in, and it's really all about the artists. We had the idea because so many different musicians don't have the finances to really produce a high quality demo, or in this case it's really a press kit, because a lot of venues are looking for a bio, a clip of the music from the musician, and a picture. Well, the Artist Spotlight incorporates all of those things, so it's really about getting the artists exposure and help getting them gigs so that people can check out their music as it was produced in a professional recording studio. What I really enjoy doing at the studio is just getting new musicians out there who have a passion for their art.
That is good, and that is why we had them on the local experiment, because they're all about local too, just like you should be.
Well, we're getting ready to shoot another Artist Spotlight right now with Dustin Thomas. Care to join us?
I would love to join.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
No worries, no worries. Tell me, everyone's gonna ask.
Yeah.
Your hair.
The hair. Okay, the hair. The hair is a two-part story. It's a pretty good one. I feel like
top to bottom story.
It is every story is a top and bottom story. But it's probably been the last 2 years that things really started picking up, you know.
What was the initial thing that really inspired you to get rocking? Like, what's that one itch that really got you going?
I mean, honestly, my best friend. When I was 15, I switched schools, and me and my friend had pretty much done everything together. And, I switched schools, and he called me, like, every day one week, and I was like, fuck, man, what's up with John? You know, he's, like, hit me up all the time. And, he just kept calling, and finally I'm like, God, I should call him back. So I call him back, and his mom answers the phone. I'm like, yo, is John there? And she's like, who is this? And I was like, oh, this is Dustin. She's like, oh, where are you? She's like, can you come here? And so I'd found out that, like, in the course of the week that he was calling me, he was going through this whole, like, suicidal thing, and he was on this trip, you know? And, like, we used to do this thing where we would go to the top of this hill, and if you wanted to skate the half pipe we used to go at, you'd have to skate down through traffic. And he had just sort of, like, you know, been on one of those missions and, you know, was trying to, like, get hit. He didn't get hit. And so he's like, oh, screw this. And he gets in his car, and he just full on into a semi, just bam. And so I was like, wow, like, did I really just spend this last week, like, doing nothing and, like, not even, like, hitting up someone who's trying to reach out to me? And I was, like, going through this really hard time where I was like, man, I just lost, like, my best friend, you know? And so I was going through it, and I was, like, talking to a lot of people, you know, and asking a lot of older people, like, I never want this to happen again, you know? And the main conclusion that I was having was, you can't be everywhere at once, you know? You can't help everyone because one person can't, blah, blah, blah. One person can't do this, one person can't do that. And I'll never forget my band teacher. I was telling him this story, the same story. And he goes, you know, the funny thing about music is that if you do it right, a song can reach more people than a person ever could. And so I started in band class. I'd get there early. And I didn't play guitar. I only played percussion, you know. And I'd start, like, trying to learn guitar. But all my friends are, like, shredders, you know. So, and then I started writing songs. And
footage looking good?
Yeah, I just kind of went as far as I could with it. And it brought me here, you know. But, yeah, I think it took tragedy, you know, to really be like, actually, you know, I don't want to just live an unexamined life, you know. I want to do something that makes me available to people, whoever that is and however it is, you know, because I didn't necessarily see too much that was appetizing in any other format that I could see myself living in. Yeah. And then once the illusion of high school left, and once the illusion of college left, and once the illusion of money left, and all these things that I thought I would work for over and over again, once those things all disappeared, then music became real. You know, then, like, when I had all the things I was kind of tiptoeing on to try to get myself somewhere, once all those things fell out, and it was just me and music.
Well, it was cutting out.
But it took absolute surrender. You know what I mean? Anytime I tried to hold on or think that, like, money would help me, or think that, you know, doing a certain thing would be the way that I get to where I wanted to be, I found out I was wrong, and I found out fast. And it wasn't until I did it just to do it. Sometimes I do it just to do it like it's nothing. You know what I mean?
I feel like we all need to,
Man, just even talking to you, you're inspiring.
Thanks,
like, we need to come up here.
It's good.
All
That was a real
figure.
interview. My door to beckon me home, and I've turned her away so many times before, saying I'm dark, so give me scars. She says you a lie, so go and shine through home. She says, go far, go light, go be the rain, go hold your own in the darkest of days. Go make this world, go seek and find, we'll hold our own till the end of time. You take me higher with your love, I can't stop smiling. You take me higher with your love. You take me higher with your love. You take me higher with your love. You take me higher, higher, higher. told you, wrote a letter, wrote a letter, wrote a letter to his wife. He said, you are my reason why I've been to battle, done some things I can't take back. Well, the years I spent with you were the best I've ever had, yeah. So I want you to grow, and I want you to prepare, and I want you to see what's not always there. And I want you to run, but never be scared. Don't ever be scared. Some live a life of sedatives and cope to get ahead of it. Well, maybe when you're through, you'll know. All my life I've waited for you. If all this franchise has become a bit repetitive, well, anywhere you go, you'll know. All my life I've waited for you. My heart breaks for you. How far away we talk for hours and fight for days. Well, Judas, don't stay, even though you have betrayed. All is forgiven, just smile again. You know, someday we're gonna break these chains, these chains.